Hey everyone, my name is Sarah Kennel and I'm the Keough Family Curator of Photography at the Hyde Museum of Art. And today I want to tell you a little bit about Ilse Bing, one of the most interesting photographers of the 20th century. The Hyde has 45 photographs by Bing in its collection, including this one, which is called All Paris in a Box, and which Bing made in 1952. And although it's among the quietest photographs that Bing made, I think it has a lot of deep personal meaning for her, and she had a very important relationship to the city of Paris. Bing was actually born in Germany in 1899, and she studied math, physics, art history, and architecture before deciding to become a professional photographer. And once she did, she moved to Paris in 1930, and there she quickly established herself as one of the most innovative and talented photographers, and she was highly sought after by the illustrated magazines of the time. She did everything from radical fashion shoots, including this advertisement for Schiaparelli perfume, to reportage on the homeless problem in Paris. But her most consistent subject was probably the city itself. She lovingly photographed the rivers, the parks, and especially the Eiffel Tower. Bing was also really well known for her use of the Leica camera. This camera allowed her to experiment with radical angles or capture very quickly moving subjects, such as this horse running through flames. In fact, Bing was so closely identified with the Leica camera that she was dubbed Queen of the Leica. And in this picture, one of her most famous ones, you see her posing with her Leica in this kind of game of endless mirrors. Bing's success, however, was cut short in 1940 with the Nazi invasion of France, and she and her husband, both of whom were German Jews, were interned in the south of France. Fortunately, Bing was able to get a visa to come to the United States, and she and her husband settled in New York City. She continued to photograph for the next 2 decades and made several trips back to Paris, where she made the photograph Paris in a Box. And looking back at this picture now, I think we can see that it really is a self-portrait in a way, as well as an homage to the City of Light. Look carefully, all those little Eiffel Tower trinkets. I mean, she was the photographer of the Eiffel Tower. Or tucked into the elastic of the suitcase, you see those little booklets advertising photographs of Paris. And of course, she was one of the great photographers of Paris. What are souvenirs anyway, but memories in tangible form? I'm particularly thinking a lot about this photograph and Bing's career as a whole, because I think it also reminds us of how so many artists have lived during such tumultuous times and suffered challenges and hardships, but were able to kind of use these constraints to fuel creativity and produce incredible works of art.